wagons. Get the guns and ammunition.
Stop and stand still. Take it easy. You ought to know better to be walking in this kind of country.
Injuns jumped our wagon train. Got any water?
Yeah, I got plenty of it. Where's the others?
There ain't no others. I hid out till the Injuns drove away with the wagons. They didn't burn. Where am I?
You're about 5 miles out of Sycamore. That's where I'm heading.
You a freighter?
No, sir. I'm the dad-blamedest feller ever you met, though. Boy, I can just do about everything. Mostly, I'm just a printer. I got a load of supplies for the Sycamore Gazette.
Newspaper man, eh? I got a story for you. Yes, sir. There was white men with them Indians.
Are you sure of that?
You're darn tootin' I am. The dirty, low-down renegades.
Wow. That explains a lot of things that's been going on around here. Get on this wagon if you can. We gotta make it to town. That's putting it pretty strong, ain't it?
Well, I don't think so.
But, John, you ain't got any proof.
An aroused group of citizens will get at the truth, and I intend to arouse the citizens.
When you came out here from Philadelphia a year ago, you said your health needed fixing.
It did, and it's been fixed. I feel fine.
You ain't going to for long, because an editorial like that is a coffin builder.
Oh, perhaps, but as a newspaper publisher, it's my duty to protect the people from wrong.
Why don't you let the marshal do it? That's Jim Hackett's job.
Well, Marshal Hackett can't do it, Smiley. One peace officer can't fight a coalition of crooked white men and hostile Indians.
You can't eat it. Missed him. You see what I mean?
Nevertheless, I shall continue to fight Ray Bold and Selby editorial.
Well, I'm going to stick to the badge boys. And what's more, I'm going to write a letter to the territorial governor and get some more rangers around here. Did you see my stick anyplace? There it is.
Your luck holds out, doesn't it?
Yep, I had them all.
What's the matter, Clint? Randolph take your gun away from you?
Shut up, you. Just what did happen? I had Randolph all set up, and that fat-headed printer of his spoiled the play.
Art, I told you to send a man who knows how to handle a gun.
Look, I've taken all I'm going to from you. You're getting a little too far out of line.
You think you're man enough to push me back in line?
I'd have done it the first day you joined the outfit. Only Art don't like trouble. So instead of beating your head in, I've done a little checking on you, and I don't like what I find. He calls himself Jack Austin. His real name is Jack Autry, and this man is his brother.
Governor names new territorial ranger. Gene Autry appointed to the force to aid in war on lawlessness.
If we get to questioning names around here, a lot of us will have to hunt cover. Maybe my name was Autry. Maybe this man is my brother. But if I went his route, I'd be in the Rangers too, wouldn't I? Raybold's been on the snoop because he knows what I think of him. I'll tell him to his flat, ugly puss. I think he's a coward.
That's enough. Now's not the time to fight among ourselves. We've serious trouble to deal with. Randolph's getting dangerous. His paper threatens the protective association, the hookup with the Indians, everything. You, Austin, or Autry, whoever you might be, you're always crowing about how you can throw a six-gun. All right. You're gonna take Randolph.
And this time there won't be any alibis for anybody.
I entertain the idea of going to work. I might as well, for I'm too nervous to steal. I got no flair for slick devices. Look for me when you've got a crisis. I'm the last man in, the first man out on a deal. I'm always 5 minutes late and $1 short. I'm always 5 minutes late and $1 short. Though I'm shaving and slaving, driving and conniving, I'm always 5 minutes late and $1 short. Every day the mint is a-printing up more dough. They print 1 million in a hurry, don't you know? I'll bet $1 there's nothing to it, but they'd never let me do it. Gumming up the works, messing up the deal, here I go. I'm always 5 minutes late and $1 short. I'm always 5 minutes late and $1 short. I say everyone can see that fate's just laughing at me. I'm always 5 minutes late and $1 short. I'm always 5 minutes late and $1 short. Tom Hickson, hello.
Hello, Smiley. Glad to see you. Glad to see you, Smiley.
Well, glad ain't the word for it. John, I want you to meet Captain Tom Hickson of the Territorial Rangers, one of the greatest lawmen from way back.
Glad to know you, Captain. For a newcomer, you've made quite a reputation for yourself.
Well, I've made some enemies, too.
So Smiley wrote me.
Well, John can tell you all about our troubles. I'm tearing up type over here.
Sit down, Captain.
Thank you. You care to name those enemies, Mr. Randolph?
The men who were looting this part of the territory, Art Selby and Clint Ray Bold.
Just how are they looting it?
Well, if you're a miner, you join Ray Bold's Miners Protective Association at a fat fee. If you run cattle, you join Selby's Cattlemen's Protective Association at an equally fat fee.
And if you don't join?
Then bandits rob your ore trains, and rustlers steal your cattle. If that isn't enough to bring you to terms, then there are Indian raids and murder.
We'll do the best we can, Mr. Randolph. I've got one man with me. He's new, but he seems like a good man. Brought him along to break him in. A fellow named Autry.
I've been trying to convince John that Sycamore ain't like it. That's my gun. Well, we'll get the rifle.
Autry, get that man. Where are the horses?
They spooked when the shooting started. I thought it more important to help you.
Help me? You let that man shoot Randolph. I saw it. Now you stay in my sight.
Get him in the Gazelle right away.
We haven't got a thing. Not a thing. I can't even get good descriptions of those bandits.
They were masked, Captain.
The man that killed Randolph wasn't. You saw him, Autry. What did he look like?
There was a running horse between me and him. I couldn't give you a good description of him.
That isn't the kind of eyesight we want in the Rangers. Take off that badge. I want to talk to those people at the bank again. You come with me, Hackett. Autry, you stay here.
Gene, I've sure knowed you for a long time, but I never figured nothing like this had ever happened.
Shut up.
Well, I ain't about to shut up. Here you are, a busted ranger with...
Shut up, I said.
Now, look, you're not supposed to leave. You shot at me.
You're batty. Pick up that rifle.
I saw you shoot at me that time.
It was very thoughtful of you to come to Custer City after me, Mr. Smiley. Oh, what on earth do you have in that paper sack?
Well, you'll see later.
I'll get my ticket.
Well, what do you know? The feller was right, wasn't he?
What fella?
That fella that said it's a small world. You working for this stage line now?
It's the best way I know to get back to Sycamore without causing a lot of talk.
Is Tom Hickson going back on that Randolph case?
I don't think so. They're having a lot of Indian trouble in the basin. No rangers to spare.
What are you going back there for?
To finish a job.
Come up here, Autry. Here's a shipment of currency for the Sycamore Bank. Stay with it.
Maybe we ought to have a man we can trust on this job.
That's enough, George. You'll take Autry and like him.
I'll take him, but I don't have to like him.
Have a nice trip, miss.
Thank you.
Miss Randolph, this is Gene Autry.
How do you do?
I'm very glad to know you. Please take good care of us.
I'll do my best.
You know, if you used to sell the Gazette to me, you wouldn't have anything to worry about.
Sell Dad's paper? I'm gonna run it until the men responsible for his death are hung for his murder. Ah! A rattlesnake! That wasn't very funny.
I thought it was pretty good. Hey.
Ow! I do believe you are crazy.
The kids ain't gonna like that.
What kids?
Well, the kids in Sycamore. See, I can't get nothing for them in Sycamore, so every time I go to Custer City, well, I get a whole bunch of these Jim Cricks, and you throwed it away.
Well, save them for the kids in Sycamore.
I had me a gal in Tulsa, and I thought she was my own. But she up and left me for a waddy from San Antone. She didn't even tell me that she was leaving me. Now I'm the lonesomest cowboy down in the cow country. Got the cowboy blues as blue as I can be. That old oboe howling at the moon ain't got a thing on me. Got a long gone lonesome feeling that I just can't seem to lose. I'm just a lonesome cowboy singing the cowboy blues. I'll sell my horse and saddle and catch me a cattle train. Leave my troubles behind me and I'll never come back again. And if you...
Tell me more about that man.
Just tell
I can't tell you nothing. I don't know nothing about it.
Well, back home, there's some pretty lurid tales about the West. Do you suppose he ever killed a man?
Well, I just wouldn't be knowing. I told you I don't know nothing about it.
That old
I suppose his work is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, everything's dangerous around here.
Got a long gone
I guess it
lonesome
is.
feeling that I just
My father certainly found it so.
I'm just...
down before you get saturated. Ooh, that tickle, stop it! They're getting too close to town. That was your brother driving. You deliberately missed it.
As usual, you're wrong. Why didn't you get him yourself?
Don't get excited, folks. Everything's fine. We had a little trouble, but everything's fine.
Get him to a doctor. I'll take this to the bank.
While you're at the bank, we'll go see Marshal Hackett. Just like that. I'm shooting out the window, shooting both ways, and up towards the stage, this fella just comes like this, jumps up on the stage, gets the driver and pulls him up on the stage. Jumps down again and gets the reins, jumps back up on the stage, and takes off.
How bad's the driver hurt?
Oh, not too bad. Shot in the back.
He's mighty lucky. If that guard hadn't grabbed him, he'd have been killed.
And so would we.
Most likely, miss. What's the guard's name?
Well, Autry, Gene Autry.
Why, he's the one... Yes, he's the
He's
one...
the one that saved our neck. That's right, Marshal.
We've met before.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing in Sycamore, Autry?
I plan to get a job and stick around here for a while.
Well, I'm going to see that you...
Then we got to find a place for you to live and some eating accommodations. Food's pretty good around here in some places. Then we got to find a place for your horse. That's the first thing we've got to do is find a place for your horse. And you, well, you've got to learn the ropes over at the Gazette. I've got to get you folks out of here right away and get you started right.
Of all things, what in the world do you think?
No time for questions now. We've all got something to do. Now, the livery stable is right down there and the office is right over here. We'll see you later.
Where's the boss?
Inside.
Thanks.
Say, ain't he the hombre that brought in the stage?
Yeah, he's the ranger that was here the day Randolph got plugged. The rangers fired him for being a coward. I don't know why. All rangers are cowards if you ask me.
Who made that remark about all rangers being cowards?
I did.
Get out of here. Get out of here, I said, all of you. Come on. Come on, get out. You two, move.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. I guess I owed you that one.
I came back here to talk to you, Jack.
I don't do business with rangers.
I'm not a ranger anymore.
Oh, wisen up, huh?
Got thrown out. Thrown out because I let you kill Randolph.
And why didn't you kill me?
My own brother? You know I couldn't do that. I would have winged you, but that horse got in the way. I came back to get you to surrender to Marshal Hackett.
I don't like anything heavier than a scarf around my neck.
If you cooperate with the law, you might get off with manslaughter.
And spend 20 years with a prison guard's Winchester at my back?
If you stick with Ray Bold and Selby, you'll wind up in Boot Hill.
Then send me some flowers. Ever since we were kids, you've been telling me what to do. You were always right, I was always wrong. Well, I'm getting sick and tired of it. Ray Bold and Selby run a cow outfit. I'm a cowboy. There's no harm in my working for their outfit, is there? And remember this. I'm Jack Austin, and I do what I please. You're Gene Autry, a ranger at heart, and I don't like rangers. So stay out of my way.
I'm not saying it's easy for the man to turn in his own brother, but that's what I'd do.
If the Randolph killing was all there was to it, I'd do it too, Smiley.
You mean that Indian trouble?
I mean the whole Selby Ray Bold criminal setup. Turning Jack over to him's not going to break it up.
Well, somebody better break it up or they're going to break up the whole territory. And you can't do anything if you can't prove it.
I think I got a way to get proof.
Did my package arrive from the stage station?
Right over there.
Oh, please open it for me, Gene.
Bring my licorice?
Oh, Smiley. Oh, be careful, Gene. It's a surprise.
Well, when did you start chawing tobacco? What do you like best, long green or burley?
Oh, Smiley Burnett. I hate these cuspidors, but I've learned that with so many men coming in, you certainly have to have one.
You're right, or wear rubber boots.
What are you catching this thing?
It's a gramophone.
Well, we don't care about grandma. What does it do?
It's a talking machine.
Talking machine. Well, if it talks to me, I'm going to quit drinking even milk.
It plays the most wonderful music. Now listen.
Me. Fetch me down my shooting iron, I'm going hunting. Fetch me down my trusty 45. See the fire in my eye, watch the smoke when I go by. Fetch me down my trusty 45.
I used to call my cows with a whistle. I used to call my dog with a horn. Harmonic is the thing to wake the chicken. Let the rooster sleep till late at morn.
Fetch me down my shooting iron, I'm going hunting. Fetch me down my trusty 45. See the fire in my eye, watch the smoke when I go by. Fetch me down my trusty 45.
They had a guy who played the old bazooka. Another fella played the saxophone. Never in all my days seen the gadgets them hillbilly fellers played for me.
Fetch me down my shooting iron, I'm going hunting. Fetch me down my trusty 45. See the fire in my eye, watch the smoke when I go by. Fetch me down my trusty 45.
Hello, Little Wolf.
How, Selby?
Everything all right with the chief?
Sure, everything good. Chief say plenty gold dust at Brent's now. They wait for cavalry to take their fort. And Chief want to know if he take gold now.
Certainly, before the cavalry get there. Does he want us to help?
Sure.
We'll leave in about 3 hours. Ray Bold will be back by then.
Ray Bold. That's all you hear. What do we need him for?
Because he's my partner, that's why. Now shut up and get ready to ride. You'd better get word to the chief.
Little Wolf, go now. Tejo.
That's Pete Little Wolf.
I don't know the gentleman.
You're lucky. He's no gentleman. You couldn't trust him as far as you could kick an anvil barefooted. What do you reckon he's cooking up with the Selby outfit?
Let's head him off and find out.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's no way to treat a man looking for directions. Behave yourself and tell me how to get to Selby's ranch.
What do you want with Selby?
He hired me several days ago. Said he had a big job coming up.
You hit plenty hard. Me on big job, too. We gonna take plenty gold at Brant. Oh, Selby ranch over there. More better you hurry fast. Him leave soon.
Thanks. See you on the big job.
Yeah, we make plenty money.
I heard that about Brent's. That would be Brent's trading post. There's a lot of rich gold mines around there, and ever so often the cavalry sends out a patrol to pick up the gold and take it to Fort Ballard.
Can you locate that cavalry patrol?
Well, it ought to be easy. There's only one road out of the trading post from the direction they're coming from.
Then get started. I try to get to Brent's before Selby and the Indians. And when you reach that patrol, tell them to knock on it.
I'll just order them to. Quit moving around.
Easy, boy, easy. I won't be an Indian long.
Him Selby man.
I'm a white man.
That don't prove nothing. There's white men out there fighting with them Indians.
Well, I'm not one of them. Where's Brent?
All over the strong room, I guess.
Brent! Hi, Brent, who are you?
Never mind that now. White men are behind this attack to rob the strong room.
Well, I didn't need you to tell me that.
I've sent for a cavalry detail. We'll try to hold them off till they get here.
The strong room's over there. If that cavalry had got here 5 minutes ago, they could have saved $100,000 in gold.
Was it all in dust?
Practically none of it. I've got a crude smelter in here, and the gold is melted down into bars for easier handling.
Any identification marks on those bars?
Why, yes, the lettering BTP for Brent's Trading Post is stamped on each bar.
Before too long, you may be glad that gold was stolen, Mr. Brent. My partner should be with that cavalry outfit. I'll try to find him.
I tell you, the Jack was responsible for Autry being at Brent's place.
Oh, how could he be? He was right here when Little Whoop brought the information.
That's right, and he stayed here until we started for Brent's.
Something wrong?
You ought to know.
Shut up, Clint. We were just trying to figure out how that ex-ranger brother of yours horned into the play out of Brent's Trading Post.
How would I know? I was here when Little Wolf brought the information. I didn't leave your sight until we got to Brent's.
I told you that, Clint.
Sure you did. And I told you that doesn't mean a thing. There's a dozen ways that he could have crossed us up.
I don't think he did. But I don't like the idea of this ex-ranger being here either. You told me once that you didn't have much use for this brother of yours.
That's right. He goes his way and I go mine.
That's not quite far enough apart, Jack. I want him killed.
And I'll tell you how.
You'll tell me nothing, Ray Bold. This is my job. I do it my way. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Clear enough. Austin was right, Clint. You are a coward. Now, I want some thought given to this. I don't want you just to ride into town and gun this man down. Anyhow, there isn't too much time. I want Autry accounted for before we move the ore train.
I know what you want. Maybe you were right about some things the other day. You know where the Hanging Rock is out on the Salt Flats?
Yeah?
I'll be there at 3 o'clock this afternoon if you want to talk things out.
I'll be there.
Don't try to sneak up on me.
Don't worry, you'll know I'm coming. I'm a cowpoke, poking along, and I live a peaceful life of ease. I do my living where I please. I'm a cowpoke, poking along. Got a pin toe in the ground. There's a hill ahead he'll have to climb. But we won't rush, we'll take our time. I'm a cowpoke, poking along. I don't need money, my clothes are all new. That's why I'm wearing this grin. The day is sunny, there's nothing to do, and plenty of time to do it in. I'm a cowpoke, poking along. Got a gal in Utah on my mind, the only gal I left behind. I'm a cowpoke, poking along. I'm a cowpoke, poking along. Just a cowpoke, poking along.
Over here, Gene. Better get down. I'd hate to hurt a good horse.
Better get out of range, champ. He always was a bad shot.
That's far enough. I won't miss from here.
Why didn't you let me have it while I was riding in?
Because I wanted to show you that I've got enough nerve to do it while you're looking at me.
Go ahead and shoot.
That's what I'm here for. You hung around too long, Gene. Some people got tired of you.
Let's have it. That ought to add to your reputation as a killer.
That's enough of that kind of talk, Gene.
You want me to reach? So you can always say I tried to draw on you?
Stop it, I tell you.
Didn't you ever shoot a man this close before? What's the matter, Jack? Scared?
Move again and I'll draw you.
Sure you will. That's what you're here for. I admire a man who does what he's paid for, even if it is murder. Go ahead and shoot.
Look out, Chief!
Have a look at that arm. That's a long ways from your heart. Let's have a look at your friend. We'll send the marshal out here to pick him up. Let's go. So you brought your boss along just in case you missed?
It's not true, Gene. Ray Bold was out to get me. He's hated me since the day I joined their outfit.
That could be true. And the whole thing was spoiled on account of Champ. I've got to do something about that horse. Something like gold-plated grain, maybe. Get on your horse.
Where are you taking me?
I'm going to surrender you to the marshal for the shooting of John Randolph.
Oh, wait a minute, Gene. This time I really mean it. The other day in town, you said something about getting me a break if I stopped fighting the law and worked with it.
That's right.
There's a canteen on my saddle. Let me get a drink. We'll talk this out.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the exchanges. Late as usual. That stage line just carries them when they feel like it.
And while we're on the subject of being late, just where on earth have you been?
Where have I been? Right where you told me to go, of course. I went to the bank, then I paid the hardware bill, and I went to the post office, and I went to the bank.
Oh, you went to the bank twice.
I did not. What do I want to go to the bank twice for?
You said so yourself, you goose.
Oh, I never said no such a thing.
Read that.
Governor requests Gene Autry resign from Ranger Force. Authorities not satisfied with explanation of Randolph killing. Governor Traynor has asked for the resignation of Gene Autry from the Territorial Rangers. Autry would not or could not satisfactorily explain his actions the day John Randolph, prominent Sycamore publisher, was shot and killed. You knew Gene was a Ranger.
But I thought he left the force honorably.
Well, it don't say here he didn't.
Stop quibbling. Just what did happen the day my father was killed, and what did Gene Autry have to do with his death?
Well, I don't rightly know. You see, I wasn't exactly, I didn't actually see nothing. Of course, some folks say that Gene might have shot the fellow that killed him, but I don't believe that. And, well, only Gene can answer that.
Answer what?
Why were you forced to resign from the Rangers?
I'd rather not answer that, Ann.
Well, then it's true. You were involved in my father's murder.
Not the way you think. You don't understand.
Oh, don't I? You and Captain Hickson were sent here to protect Dad. When you failed when a Selby's killer shot him while the others were holding up the bank. Just what is your price for protecting a murderer, Mr. Autry?
Gee, my knee, Miss Ann, don't say things like that.
And why not? Everything this man has done convicts him of working with the Outlaws.
Well, he put up a whale of a good fight when the stagecoach was attacked.
Of course he did, to gain my confidence.
Now, wait a minute.
No, you wait. My father was killed because he would have run every bandit out of this territory. They didn't know what was going to happen to the Gazette Crusade after I inherited the paper. They thought if they could convince me that I owed a man my life, that I'd trust him. And then when they wanted me out of the way, they'd have a killer handy to do it.
You don't really believe that, Ann?
I'm so certain of it, I'm going to Marshal Hackett's office right now and have him swear out a warrant for your arrest.
She'll do it, too. If she swears out that warrant, Hackett'll have to serve it, and he'll enjoy it.
Why enjoy it?
Well, he's not convinced that you're the greatest citizen that ever hit this town. He'll throw you in jail, and you'll stay there till the circuit court convenes in 2 months. In the meantime, Selby and Ray Bold will have you shot 17 times, or maybe 18.
Smiley, I learned that Art Selby is responsible for John Randolph being killed. It's true my brother fired the shot, but he planned it, and he's the man I want. If I can't bring him back, I might as well be shot.
Well, you will be shot if you hang around here.
Oh, no, I won't. You find out what Hackett's going to do. Meet me tonight at Signal Rock, and be sure nobody follows you.
Well, I won't even bring my shadow along with it. Certainly signed your life away. They got a warrant for your arrest that long.
Well, they'll just have to wait a while.
Longer than that, I reckon, Gene.
Ooh, I'm getting out of here.
Art Selby wants to see you.
Well, Mr. Gene Autry. Sit down, sit down. Will you have a drink? Smoke?
No, thanks. Don't use either one of them.
Oh, a man of exemplary habits, I see. Where'd you get the printer?
I found him with Autry.
You've completely vindicated yourself, Jack. You have an unfortunate choice in associates. Now I'm going to have to include you in my plans for Autry.
May I ask what are those plans?
Certainly. You're going on a little trip.
To the nearest abandoned mine shaft, I suppose.
Oh, farther than that. And you should be interested to know that you're riding with the richest train of loot that was ever taken out of the West since the days of the conquistadors.
That's ridiculous. Where could you get that much loot in one holdup?
Oh, many holdups, Autry. The gold from the Brent trading post, 2 full wagon loads of ore taken from the Lucky Clover mine that is, say, the purest silver, the take from the Sycamore bank, and a half a dozen others, a dozen stagecoach robberies. As a matter of fact, a whole wagon train of riches.
You changing your headquarters?
Oh, no. I'm taking it across the border where I found a ready market for the ore and bullion. We're meeting the wagon trains early. You've got a long day's ride ahead of you. You better get some rest. Take them away, boys.
All right, let's go.
Keep an eye on him, Red. That brother of mine's tricky.
So's this Winchester.
We got it, Smiley.
Yeah, we got it. We're gonna get it. A bad case of bullet fever before tomorrow night.
We got the evidence to convict Selby of Randolph's murder. And when we capture that wagon train, we'll get all the loot from those robberies.
Now, all we got to do is get out of here, and then we can go capture the wagon train.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Ain't bad enough to get locked up. I gotta get locked up with a fella that's as crazy as a fox eating bumblebees.
Everything okay?
They haven't peeped.
I told Selby everything was all right, but he can't sleep for worrying about him.
Tell him to get his shut-eye.
You sure they're still in there?
Oh, we can look through the window.
Gene! Gene!
See, I told you Jack and I'd set the whole thing up so we could get the evidence.
Follow me.
Gene, it'll be daylight soon. You've got work to do. Get out of here. This is my personal payoff.
Marshal Hackett? Hey, Marshal!
What's the idea of breaking into my... Autry, you're under arrest. I got a warrant for you.
Serve it on the road, Marshal. We got to get a posse together.
We?
Yeah. I can deliver the bandits that's been raiding the country and the loot all in one bundle. Come on, get some clothes on. While he's getting dressed, we can save a lot of time if you get that posse together.
You're thinking pretty straight for a fella that ain't had no sleep. We're ready. I got Kobe to open up the store and get us some cartridges.
You're thinking pretty straight yourself, Smiley.
What do you think you're doing, young lady?
I'm riding with your posse, Marshal.
What made you think I was forming one?
I heard all the commotion and grabbed Smiley. He tells me everything.
Well, she should know, especially because of the way she's felt about Gene.
That's right, Gene.
But she shouldn't ride with us.
Oh, but I should, Gene. I'm no stranger to a horse, and I can handle a six-shooter if I have to.
Say, you sound just like your dad, from what I've been told.
I'm sorry about that, Gene, all of it. I know you're not to blame for your brother's wrongdoing, and, well, he's paid for it. Let's start from here, shall we?
This is a good place for a beginning.
I'm riding with this posse.
Then I'll have to make you a deputy.
Thank you, Marshal Hackett.
And I'll have to deputize you too, Gene. I'll ride out to Baker's ranch and pick up his cowboys.
We can use them.
And you bring these men along and we'll meet on Lookout Ridge.
Yes, sir.
I took this from you, Gene, and I'm mighty proud to be the one to pin it back on by special order of the governor.
Thank you, sir.
You know, Gene, your brother Jack would have made a good ranger if he'd only gone the right way. I guess courage runs in the Autry family.
I'm glad to hear you say that about Jack, Captain.
The governor wants a detailed report from you, too, Marshal.
You'll have to give me a hand with that, Gene.
Be glad to right now.
Come on over to the office. You better come along, Tom.
All right.
I won't be long.
Gene certainly makes a handsome ranger.
Well, I don't know about that, but I got a sneaking feeling he's going to be in the newspaper business before very long.
He'll make a handsome editor, too.
Yeah, and I got a good job for him on the women's page, all picked out, too.
You.
No! Help! Gene! Trying to kill me! Help! Help!
That's all.